Hello, this is Tori with LANDiO. We have a new 40-acre property in Wyoming. The property has trees, it borders BLM land, has rock formations, rock outcroppings. It's just a gorgeous property. This is a recent photo of the property taken within the last few weeks. In this image, we're looking to the southwest from the property. So these trees right here, these are on the property. You see this road right here peeking through the trees? That road runs through the property. This image here is looking to the southeast. And there again is the road that runs through the property. This image is looking east from a higher elevation point. These rock formations and rock outcroppings and trees, these are all part of the property. And now we're looking north over the road that runs through the property. So you'll own property on both sides of the road. And if you look at this area where my mouse is, this is a path where water was flowing while a photographer was out at the property. In this image here you can see that water flowing. In this area there are natural artesian wells. And here you can see a pond on the neighbor's property to the north. Here's another image looking to the southwest. There you can see the road and how far that continues off into the distance. Here are a couple of photos actually on the road. The property has about 1,420 feet of road frontage, which is a little over a quarter of a mile. Here we're looking at a view of the rolling pastures. This is a drone video flying from the east to the west along the path where that water is flowing on the property. You can actually see the water moving through the property there. And this creates a magnet for wildlife in the area, which includes elk, mule deer, pronghorn, antelope, wild turkey, sage grouse, mountain lion. I want to provide you with some perspective of the parcel outline here. So if we look at the Google Earth terrain view, what you'll see is you've got land on both sides of the road. Then you have land that extends up on the side of this mountain. In this view, we're south of the property looking north. So this is the south boundary of the property right here. And you'll see the road going through the property. Again, you have land on both sides of the road. There's the path of the water flowing on the property. You can see that it comes out of the mountains here. You can see the path of that water. Look at all the dense clusters of trees there. You've got all these beautiful rock formations and rock outcroppings, multiple building sites. This drone video here gives you some of that same perspective of what we were just looking at on the Google Earth terrain view. So I'll pause this for a minute. There you can see the path of where that water comes out of the mountains, where you have those denser clusters of the mature trees that follow the path of that water. And there you have that water then that flows through the property all along this path. There you have the road through the property, the rock formations and rock outcroppings. This right here would be where the north boundary is, and this is then the west boundary that extends more up that mountain. Next I want to show you the west boundary of the property. This is the 40-acre parcel highlighted in green, and here is the west boundary of the property. Now this yellow shaded area, this is BLM land. So if we zoom out a little bit, you can see that this property borders all of this BLM land. This is all contiguous up into all these mountains over here, down into the valley, back up into the mountain. This is all BLM land, contiguous BLM land. Look, it extends up into these mountains, extends over here, goes over to the west, extends throughout these mountains. Pyramid Peak, this is a high elevation point here. If I turn on the topographic map, that peak elevation point is 8,316 feet. You have natural springs that are indicated all throughout this area. I'll turn back on the satellite view. If we zoom in on this Pyramid Peak area, I mean, look at how beautiful this is. Look at how dense these mature trees are. And this is all public land there for your enjoyment. And this extends west all the way to the Pathfinder Reservoir. So if you zoom out here, this is the Pathfinder Reservoir. The Pathfinder Reservoir is 22,000 acres. It's just massive, and that is formed from the North Platte River. The Bureau of Reclamation has created multiple hydroelectric dams along this area, and the North Platte River continues to this area right here, which is called the Miracle Mile. The Miracle Mile is a 5.5 mile stretch along the North Platte River, which is known for enormous trophy trout, and there are approximately 4,000 fish per mile. If we zoom out even further, you can see that you have direct access to over 1 million contiguous acres of public land that extends all the way up here into even this national forest. This is a contour map showing the elevation on the property ranges from about 7,380 feet at the high point here. This would be the northwest corner, to a lower elevation about 7,040 feet right down here at the southeast corner. So to put it into perspective as to where this property is located, here's the 40-acre parcel right here. And then this is Casper, Wyoming. Casper is the second largest city in Wyoming, has a population around 60,000, And from the property to Casper, it's only about 49 miles, roughly an hour and 15 minutes or so, and the majority of this is paved county road and then state highways. Again, Casper has a population around 60,000. There you can see the North Platte River flowing through Casper. In Casper, you'll also find the Casper-Natrona County International Airport, and there are direct flights to this airport from Salt Lake City, Utah, and Denver, Colorado. Here are some more photos of the property. You can see the mature pine trees. This is a little higher up the mountain where the water is flowing. You can see it cascading down through the rock formations. Here are more of the rock formations and rock outcroppings. They're just so beautiful. It's like a sculpture. Here's some wildflowers in bloom. There are also fresh wildlife tracks and droppings on the property. These white circles represent nearby landowners that have developed their properties to varying degrees. And here are photos of some of those nearby developed properties. Looks like this landowner here has a shipping container. They've got looks what appears to be a fifth wheel. Here's a landowner that's built and kind of tucked up in there at the base of the mountain. They have their main home, some accessory buildings. Another landowner with a main home, multiple accessory buildings. Looks like this landowner took what would have been a barn and converted it to living quarters. Those are growing in popularity. They're often referred to as a barn-do or a barn-dominium. You can see they also have multiple accessory buildings, and their main home is tucked right up in there against the base of the mountain there. This landowner has a home out in the open pasture. And here are satellite images of some of those nearby developed properties. They're just like covenants in place to protect the integrity and beauty of the area. You can build up to 4 residential dwellings on the 40-acre property, which is desirable if you want to have, let's say, a multi-generational retreat, or friends want to go in and purchase the property together. Here's some photos of the Pathfinder Reservoir. Again, it's 22,000 surface acres. This is north of the property. This is Fremont Canyon. There's the North Platte River. It comes out of this ravine. You can see people fly fishing down there. And this is where it comes out of that ravine there. If you look in this image closely, you can see fishermen all along this area. And then a little further north of Fremont Canyon, you have the Alcova Reservoir, which is also desirable for fishing, boating, and water sports. And then to the south, you have the Seminole Reservoir, also an incredibly beautiful area. We have this amazing 40-acre property priced at only $99,900. All the property details are listed here on our website. The property taxes are only $155.61 a year for the entire 40-acre parcel. There are no other HOA fees or assessments. Here you have the distances to nearby points of interest, along with links where you can find out more information about those locations. We have the GPS coordinates. We have over 160 images of the property and the surrounding area. And these photos of the property, these are of the actual property, and these were taken just in the last couple weeks. To have one of the attributes this property enjoys is desirable, but to have all these attributes in one parcel is truly amazing. So you have the road access, you have the amazing views, you have the water flowing on the property, you've got rock formations, rock outcroppings, varied elevation, the open pastures, mature trees, close proximity to a major city, fishing and hunting and boating and outdoor recreational activities. And then the property borders all of this BLM land that extends up into the mountain, extends all the way over to the Pathfinder Reservoir, and goes on for roughly 1 million contiguous acres. I mean, you could literally, if you wanted to, you could go into the national forest through the public land that this property adjoins. It'd take you a while, but you could do it. And each property is unique. We only have one of each property available. And if you've been following LANDiO for a while, you'll know that we've sold a lot of property in Wyoming, and this property is truly amazing. So I imagine it will not be available for very long. If you'd like to secure this property before it sells, all you have to do is go to our website and click on this Buy Now button. What that'll do is add a deposit of $499 to your cart. Then all you do is click Checkout. Once you click Checkout, this window appears where you then enter all your information, then continue through the checkout process. As soon as the checkout process is completed, that Buy Now button automatically changes to out of stock. Only one person can place a deposit on a property. We only have one of each property available. And your $499 deposit is then credited towards your purchase, and we cover all of the closing costs. A few months ago, someone from upstate New York wanted to purchase one of our properties in Wyoming, and he went as far as even placing a deposit on the property. And when it came time for him to complete the purchase, we explained to him the process and how easy it is, and he just couldn't wrap his head around. He's used to real estate transactions taking a long time and having lots of fees and costs involved. And he said he owns a lot of land in upstate New York. And the most recent purchase he did, it said it took him almost a year to get everything worked out with the seller and the attorneys. And he just could not wrap his head around that we could complete a transaction in a day. I told him that we could make it more difficult for him if he really wanted us to, but that really wasn't part of our mission. So what ended up happening was that he missed out on the property and someone else purchased it shortly thereafter. If you feel in your heart that this property is the one for you, do not miss out on this opportunity. Click that Buy Now button, place the deposit, and secure this property before someone else does. We do not have financing options available for this property. This would be a cash sale. So you need to either have the funds readily available or have some sort of financing already worked out. What many of our customers will do is they will use equity that they may have in their home and use that as financing because they can get that money at a ridiculously low interest rate with amazing terms, and then they just pay for the property outright. Some of our customers will also do signatory loans if they have a good relationship with their bank or credit union. So there are financing options out there. If you have any questions about the property or LANDiO or doing business with us or the process, please give us a call anytime. That number is 713-597-7670. This number also receives text messages. We also have a live chat feature here on our website where you can communicate with us in real time. If we're not available for whatever reason, please send us a message. We'll respond to your next availability. You can also fill out this contact form here on our website or send us an email directly. Our email address is hello@landio.com. We sincerely appreciate you taking the time to visit our website and watch our property videos, and ask that you please share our website and our properties with everyone that you know. And the reason that we ask you to share our website and our properties with everyone you know is that the more people that we can reach, the more dreams that we can make come true. And the more dreams that we can make come true, the more properties that we can bring to market for you. And we are working diligently to bring you new amazing properties at incredible prices and provide you with comprehensive information about these properties. On behalf of myself, my family, and the entire team here at LANDiO, we truly appreciate you and pray that God continues to bless you and your family in all areas of your life.